Hey everybody, February 2nd with our 1 minute wisdom. And I had a great call this morning with a really good friend of mine. And the conversation centered around the frustration that we feel, the sadness that we feel, the funk that we get in when we're not producing the outcomes that we want. And, it could be in relationships, it could be you're a salesperson and you're not hitting your goal, you're a coach and you're not getting the wins, you're a speaker and you're not booking as many gigs as you want. Any of those things that are the outcomes, right? Because we talked about how that's how we're judged. Success is based on the outcomes, the sales, the wins in life, the victories. And, it's, I get it. And, not but, and the conversation that we had was really around, are you doing what you need to be doing, right? To produce the outcome that you desire. Because there's a guy named Laird Small. He's a golf instructor out at Pebble Beach. And I remember years ago, it must have been 20 years ago, he said something and he called it NATO, N-A-T-O, not attached to outcome. And he said he would talk to the people that he was teaching, the golfers, pretty much amateurs, sometimes pros too. But don't attach to the outcome, which is what? The score. Come back to where you are right now and execute that shot as best you can. So a lot of times we golfers, I always want to break 90. So if I don't get 45 on the front, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this on the back. And then if I hit one on the water on the back on a par 3, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to take a double or a triple bogey on this par 3. And then I'm never going to shoot 44 and I'm never going to break 90 and all this kind of crazy stuff. And some of you are going, oh my God, that's the same thing I say. But anyhow, it's so relatable in life. He says, listen, if you hit the shot and it went in the water, there's not a damn thing you can do about that. The ball is in the water. The fish are swimming around it. What you can do is take a breath, come back and say, let me hit the next shot the best way I can. And I know this 1 minute wisdom is going into 2 minutes, but I think it's really important in life, man. Really, really important in life. And not only this, not only are you checking the boxes, in other words, I'm doing everything I need to do to drive that outcome. The second question, very important, how are you showing up when you check those boxes? Are you showing up all stressed out because somewhere you're still connected to the outcome? Or are you showing up with joy and gratitude that you get to take these actions and check these boxes? So I'm trusting that makes sense for you, man. It was just a great conversation and it wasn't really just for him, it was for both of us. So think about that, right? Don't get too attached to the outcome. Just make sure you're really doing everything that you can to drive the outcome and you're doing it with a good, joyful spirit. Peace.